This is the assembly of the Autonomous.ai SmartDesk DIY kit, aka the Autonomous SmartOffice SmartDesk Home Edition base, I think. Here we go. A note from the future, you're going to want to watch this video all the way through. I messed up a couple of times in the process, and you're going to see that. So yeah, don't follow this step by step. Please watch it all the way through. All right, back to the past. So they say the first step is to do something with that crossbar over there, but I say the first step is to open the tools, which is what I'm doing. What happens when you need a tool to open the tools? Fortunately, I got my mitts. All right, it says to loosen these bad boys. Okay, I think those are loosened. So step 2 is to turn the legs upside down on their sides and place the crossbar ends from step 1 into the legs as directed. When done correctly, the mount tabs of the crossbar ends will be facing up. Good thing I have no idea what those are. Flip the legs to gain access to all screws and firmly secure both legs. I don't exactly know what I'm doing here, but I'm going to try putting this on it. So the instructions say, when positioned correctly, the mount tabs of the crossbar ends will be facing up. So I don't know if that means like now or like when the desk is in the correct position, which is now it seems like it's upside down. I don't know. I would assume this is the mount tab, so I'm going to try to have this facing up as I do this. Yeah, that looks totally right. So I cheated and I looked ahead, and I think what I did there was wrong. I think they did mean when the desk is fully assembled, this little attachment thing should be facing up on an upright desk. Therefore, I did this wrong. I'm gonna redo that. Then it says to put in 8 M6 by 12 screws, which are these little puppies or kitties. All right, puppies, it's time to go home. All right, puppy, go into your home. Yeah, that's not working. So what I did was no good. I think you gotta do this. Yeah, that looks way better. Yep, I'm an idiot. Or at least that's how these instructions make me feel. Like an idiot. Yeah, these instructions are dumb. They told me to do it the dumb way. This makes a lot more sense now. Now I can actually put the puppies where they belong. Into these holes. Kinda have to lift it here to get the screw holes to line up. Yeah, definitely have to lift up a little bit to get it in the screw hole. So I'm leaning back a little bit to lift up the screw hole. Okay, so now that I have all 4 positioned, I'm just going to tighten these puppies down. Alright, these puppies made it. I think these are kitties. Oh, yep, definitely a kitty. Okay, all 4 are in, so I'm just going to tighten them down. Alright, snug as a bug and a rug. Oh, hey, this is Jason from the future. So another thing that I missed was putting screws into these holes. These little doohickeys here. So after I finished, I noticed there was a box of screws that I hadn't used, and I think I got thrown off because this screw was already pre-screwed in, so I didn't think I needed to put any more, so I kind of missed that step. But yeah, I'm gonna add these in, and hopefully, no harm, no foul, right? Anyways, yeah, continue on. The next step is to turn it right side up. I can do this. got it upright. Now it wants me to attach these things, or doohickeys. I think they call them side brackets. You have to use the M6 by 12 screws, which you've got 4 more of those to put in. Let's do this thing. So I've got it in this orientation. Let's do the other one, just for fun. Alright, so this thing is almost starting to look like a desk. So now it says to place my desktop, my actual desktop, on the floor with the top side on the floor. And it says to do so on top of a rug so you don't scratch the desk, which at the moment I don't have. Well, it says a large towel could work too. Actually, you know what? I do. I've got just the thing. Check out my awesome beach towel. So in this step, we're actually just sizing up the desk. And for me, I did not buy one of their desktops, but I'm gonna put mine down there just to help me size it up. Yeah. Let's nice it. Okay. Gently. Do not break anything. Okay. I don't think I broke anything. So I'm going to use my handy dandy measuring tape to make sure that it's somewhat even. I'm just going to do an inch away from the edge. I'm assuming that's good. Cool. So now I can tighten these orangutans down. So I'm just noticing that I totally missed a step, and I was supposed to attach some feet to this thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Actually, not. I can just do that from here. I'm gonna correct my mistake. So I was supposed to do this like way earlier. I'm supposed to take one of these feet things and attach it to it somehow. Oh, I guess it goes like this. And for this, you're supposed to use the M8 by 16 screws down here. These slightly long ones. You know what they say: when you've got bigger screws, you're gonna need a bigger tool. Alright, let's do the other one. Wish I would have done this earlier. Can't even follow simple instructions. That's what I get for winging it. What I need is like a wing man, or maybe a wing woman. That would definitely help with my winging. I could just wing every day. Actually, why settle for a winged man when you could have like an angel? They've got wings. Okay, should have done that earlier. Alright, let's flip this desk back over. Easy peasy. Okay. These screws got loose. The other side definitely wasn't loose. Are these different screws? They look like the same screws. Not looking good. If I leave it like that, my desk is just going to be all wild. How did that happen? I'm going to have to figure this out. Sorry, guys. So I figured it out. The issue was the crossbar was not slid out far enough. When you slide it out far enough, it becomes hollow, and it has to be hollow in order for you to screw it down and tighten it down all the way. So I was only short by a hair, and since I gave it an extra inch or so when I flipped the table over, I know I'm going to be good. I just have to make sure I center it when I finally screw in my desk. So I got it now. I figured it out. I'm not the smartest man. Nope, definitely not the smartest. So now that problem's solved, we can talk about the drive shaft. So this is the left nut, this is considered the right nut, and this is the center rod. And what we're going to do is we're going to slightly loosen the right nut by turning it once around. The instructions don't say in what direction, but assuming the loosening, that seemed like it tightened it. Okay, so I guess I'm going to do it once around. That seems loose. Do not remove the right nut. Pull the center rod out. Oh, it's loose now. And insert it into the non-motor leg. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Okay. It says push the center rod all the way in. Leave a small gap about 0.2 inches between the center rod and the frame, so we don't want it rubbing against the frame. Turn the left nut clockwise to remove it from the drive shaft. Ensure the plastic grommet inside the left nut fall in the correct direction. Okay. Insert the left nut and plastic grommet into the rod on the motor leg. And you gotta push it all the way in. So they want you to take these pieces off of the drive shaft, and they want to make sure you insert them appropriately, like this, not in any other direction. You want to flip this, and you don't want to flip that. You want to be like this. Basically, the cone shape should fit into the cone shape. You want to make sure that it doesn't touch the frame, which is not what I did. It's definitely touching the frame there, so I'll give it a little bit of space. Everyone's their space. And then apparently you can lock it into place by screwing it counterclockwise. There's no threading on this. Oh, I see the threading now. I'm not sure why they made you go through that. That seemed overly complicated. Now I gotta lock the right nut. Alright. They're both locked. I'm going to tighten them again. It's telling me to tighten. Feels pretty tight to me. It says to double check everything's in place. It looks pretty in place to me. Now we're going to connect the control box. Oh, okay, sure. Fit, so I plugged it in. It's no logic. Seems like I'm missing something. Oh, here it is. Nope. That goes in there. But things plug into the things where they fit. I don't know where this goes into. To turn it on, you gotta hold these two buttons down for 20 seconds. I guess that was it. Then push down again. Okay, it says push up to raise it. Oh yeah. And then down to lower. Oh, a little vibration going. It has to go really slow when it gets to the bottom. Repeat it a few times. Seems like a lot of vibration on the down. Now we just gotta do some double checking. Basically, I'm checking that there's gaps so nothing's rubbing on each other. Apparently I'm almost done. Now it wants me to install some noise pads. I think these black things are the noise pads. It says there's 12 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Ocho, Viventa, DAs. That was only 10. Where do the other ones go? I messed up on these. You think you go in the middle one, but it don't. And that's telling me to attach the desktop, and then we're done. So you can stop here if you got your own desk, but I'm gonna keep going. So now I'm moving on to installing the desktop. I did not get the Autonomous desktop because it was too wide for me. I needed to get a smaller one. So I actually got this desktop, which is from IKEA. A Linmount. And actually this was a IKEA reject, so it only sold for $5. It was actually a little damaged, but I just covered that up with a Sharpie pen, and I bet you can't tell the difference. Tell me if you can tell the difference. I don't think you can. But even better, after it was rejected from IKEA, someone rejected it and took it to a thrift store. So it says it's $5, but I paid $3. But you can't top that. My plan is I am going to just screw right into this cheapo wood here. I think ideally I would put in some mounting plates. That would be easier to screw in the desktop and take it back out like when I'm moving and stuff. But you know, this thing was $3, so I'm just gonna screw right into it. Freaking mower. Come on, mower. Get out of here. Trying to make a film. It's a good steal for $3. Mower, please. I'm telling you to stop. Come back later. I'm done. Thank you. So I got my desk there. Now I'm gonna line things up so I can start screwing stuff. There's a screw in there. I don't know where that screw went. So if you haven't noticed, there's not a lot of extra room going on here with the frame, and that's because this Linmount IKEA desktop is about 47 by 23 inches, which is the minimum dimensions that are allowed for the home edition of this SmartDesk DIY kit thing. 2 centimeters over here for screwing in the desktop. They tell you to use these ST4.8 by 19 wood screws. That's what I'm going to do. So I find that when screwing stuff into wood, it's a lot faster and easier to use a drill. But I want to make sure I don't use too much torque because I don't want to ruin this composite board. So I just want to go nice and easy. But it's definitely easier to use the drill to get things started. Nice and easy. So I'm not tightening them down all the way yet. I'm just trying to get things lined up first. This is very exciting. So there's 4 that go in the middle, 2 that go on each crossbar. Ouch. So I've got all the screws in place, and now I'm just really going to tighten them down. But I need to be careful because I don't want to strip the wood threads that I'm creating by screwing into this composite board. Composite board's pretty weak, so I want to get them snug in there, but I don't want to over tighten. So I'm going to be really careful and go slow with the drill. That done. So now I need to attach the control box and the keypad. The far side is going to be the front of my desk. According to the instructions, a good place for this thing is here. I am right hand dominant, so I'm going to put this on this side. This way, these come out here, these come out this way. Alright, so I've come up with my plan here. Looking good in that department. So, for the control pad in the front over there, It's telling me to use these slightly skinnier and longer ST 3.5 by 19 wood screws. So I'm switching up my screws. Alright, so those are nice and solid. And that's it, folks. There you have it. Freaking mower. Come on, I'm in my finale here. Shh. So let's flip this over and try her out. Okay. This thing's pretty big. Try not to scratch up my floors. I think it helps to have two people with this. I mean, one person can do it, but two people is a lot easier. Whoops. Sorry. So I've got it plugged in now. So I think it's on. Let's see how this goes. Oh yeah. This thing is sweet. I'm gonna have to tie up these loose cables here. Okay. Keep on going. So that's the highest it will go, which is out of camera. 48. It says 48 on the screen. Still a little bit of a rumble when it goes down, but it's not too bad. Well, it's not great, but at least it's only on the down. So once I put this heavy Mac display and all my stuff on the desk, the vibration when it's being lowered stopped. So now it's pretty smooth on the way down. So it seems like it's only when it's unloaded do you get the vibration going down. I guess I can do presets. I don't know how to work this, but I'll look it up. So some reflections. I messed up a few times when installing this. I think I was distracted because I was filming it, so I wasn't paying as much attention to the instructions. But also I feel like there's almost a little bit too much detail in the instructions. For the most part, you can figure it out on your own. I'm pretty excited about this. It works. It's $200. I can have a custom desktop. I can do whatever I want to it. That's pretty nice to know. I can make attachments or screw extra things on top of this if I so choose. It's a great deal. Overall with shipping and the desktop, considering I got this for $3, I've paid like $253 plus tax and shipping. So yeah, that's about as cheap as they get. I think the Trasanti desk from Costco is the only thing they can get cheaper if it's on sale. It was on sale for $200, but normally $300. Either way you go, I think if you need a custom desktop, then it seems like the Autonomous DIY kit is the way to go. And if you're just looking for something cheap and you're near a Costco, I think the Trasanti is a good deal. And then if you're not anywhere near a Costco, or they don't have it in stock, then I would get the full Autonomous desk. I'm sure it's great, as long as the dimensions work for you. Also, I just want to note that if you're thinking of buying the Autonomous desk, please click the link in the description below. You'll get some money off. I think it's about $20, and then I'll get some credit to, I don't know, either buy a new desk or a chair or something. Yeah, I need a chair. I don't have a chair. So yeah, please click the link in the description below if you are intending to buy this. Well, I hope that was helpful and insightful. Have fun with this thing.